It's exactly 9:30. Good morning. And welcome to yoga what day is this? August 6th. Wow. So I'm still seeing just this tiny little screen. I don't know why, and I haven't had time to research. But if you're there, if you just let me know that you're seeing a regular screen, that would be great. In the meantime, make sure your volume is turned up. I know some of you tune in a little later. Um, I'm going to make sure that things are aligned the way I want them. Okay. So it is this. All these sessions are videoed, recorded, and within minutes, the videos are posted and published here on Facebook. I think there's a way for me to get links and put them somewhere else, but I haven't figured that out either. So I'm just seeing this tiny, tiny little screen of me. You know, something that is stressful about technology is how dependent we become on it. I mean, what would we do without this? Without this, without this laptop, without the ability to, okay, thanks Bob for letting me know. I don't know why I'm tiny on my screen, but as long as you can see me and hear me. So we've become so dependent on all of this technology, and I know sometimes people resist keeping up with all the latest updates. I know for a long time I did, and I try to now just learn what I need because there's so much. But what would we do without it, especially now in these very unusual, unprecedented times? They didn't have this 100 years ago during the Spanish flu. They didn't have this during other extreme times. So I guess there's something to be grateful for because we can still connect. So this morning, we're going to start lying down, kind of segue into focus a little more on the hips today. Now, Tuesday, the focus was on the shoulders to start. So if you need some of that, go back to Tuesday. You're welcome. You're more than welcome to go back to any of the sessions. And Tuesday, there's a little more focus on shoulders. Today, we're going to start with hips. So, can you see? Let me turn this way a little. Okay, so, the kitty was playing with my blanket and strap. So, you're going to need something under your legs. Okay, let me do this a little more. Sorry. Okay, something under your legs, a bolster or blankets or something, several blankets or towels. You don't need the extra blanket, but you can do that if you really want good opening. And then something under your neck if you need it. Okay, so hi Janice. So be sure to have a strap and a block as well nearby, especially the strap as we begin. Okay, so we're going to start on, lying down, prone, catching our breath per se, because that's one of the things we do in yoga. We catch our breath, we pranayama, we regulate the breath. Okay, and it really centers us. I know everybody says, take a deep breath, breathe. Okay, what does that mean? It means get back into yourself, into your body. Okay, so let's lie down. And again, I can't see really well from there, but I'll just keep going as long as you can see me, and have a strap and turn your volume up. Okay? All right, let's go. So remember, have a strap within reach. You only need a little support under the neck. The idea of having this neck roll or little fold is to get into the curve of the neck. Feel the curve of your neck. So I know some people over time and life, their neck has started to flatten out. okay? And we want to maintain as much as we can and support as much as we can the curves of the neck and the low back, okay? We have this specific amazing alignment, and that's we're made to support ourselves. Okay, so lie down. I'm going to close one little door into the kitchen. Okay. So it's optional to have an extra blanket on top of your bolster. I don't really need it, but if you have really long legs or anything, you can do that, or you can stack blankets or pillows or towels. And when you lie back, do it carefully. Exhale as you lower. That supports the core. That supports the low back. And then you've probably already done this. Okay, I'm just catching up with you. And then position yourself so that, look, just a little support. See how I'm supporting my neck? Okay, but I'm really resting more on the base of the skull. And look how my shoulders and arms float down. That's what you want, because this is an area, because even though we're focusing on the hips, it's not like we're not benefiting any other areas in our body. Everything benefits from everything we do. That's the beautiful wholeness, holisticness, wholeness with a W, holistic without a W, nature of yoga, okay? The sun and the moon, ha, ta, the yin and the yang, the male and the female, all that is we want everything to integrate into a balance, and that gives us more vital health, okay? We're more present, and especially now, we can be there for ourselves and others. Okay, so stretch out your arms. It's great. I'm going to let you be here a few more minutes. And just remember to melt into the breath. So we're resting on the back body. Let it really connect with your mat, the floor, earth. Allow yourself to be supported. So say thank you, gravity, for holding me down. And allow yourself to unfold with the breath. So remember, you nostril breathing only. Focus on your out breaths. If you deepen and really focus on your out breaths, it'll transform the in breath. And so this is surrendering, this letting go, and then we receive. We create the space to receive. Okay. So I'm going to be here. I'm just going to be still and quiet. I know it's unusual, but I am. For another minute or so. Enjoy. So your mind might start to wander. Your thoughts might meander or just move into this wonderful half nothing space, which is wonderful. And just the sound and rhythm of the breath is like our white noise. I also have the white noise of the garbage trucks. It's Thursday. But we learn to let that be received and keep coming back. Breathe deep down into the abdominals and below. Feel like all of your limbs and digits are being breathed. Your skin. Notice where you might hold thoughts or tension. Often it's between the eyebrows, the jawline. And you know that just creates TMJ, stress, and wrinkles. Okay, when you're ready. Okay. I hope you're doing well on this first Thursday of August. Yes. We'll have 3 more together. 3 more Tuesdays and 3 more Thursdays. And then to be continued and to be announced, it'll be a little different. That's okay. Change is good, isn't it? And then just stretch out that leg. Let it just hang over the bolster. And just let this leg kind of soften into you. Gently flex both of your feet. Keep the shoulders releasing, releasing, releasing. Notice if you're pulling your leg. If you have to, just hold the back of the thigh or use a strap. These are great releases for low back and so forth. And then we're going to change. Aren't we grateful for the garbage truck and the trash removal people? I am so grateful. They're out there doing this job none of us probably want to do. We have to really be grateful for people who are on the front lines doing what they do. So next time you see them, thank them. You know, it takes a lot of things for granted. Good. And then bring both feet on top. Make sure you're in a little bit of a dog tilt. So don't let your bottom lift upwards. So if you have to reposition the bolster, do so. And just cross your legs so they rest on top of the bolster. Get them as far underneath the opposite as you can. Flex your feet a little bit. Now if you're particularly tight today, wait a few breaths. Exhale, feel like your legs are opening, softening, your hips are opening. Okay. Now, if you hit an edge, you could slide a blanket or block underneath. But wait a few breaths, okay? Don't assume you're going to need exactly what you needed the last time you did this. Okay? Every time we come to the mat, there's a sameness, and also there's a not sameness. We have to be able to feel like we can come fresh to the experience, not assuming. So let's just breathe into this. So I want you to connect with your minute or 5 breaths. Do you remember your minute? How many breaths you do in a minute? Let that be your time frame today. I'll keep reminding you. Mine happens to be 5 breaths. It's a great way to do your own practice as well, without having to look at a clock or watch constantly or iPhone. So, you know, when you think, if you've lost count, it's probably about 5 breaths a minute. Go ahead and change. Just to tap into the difference, where really it can be very, very subtle. But that's the idea of doing this consistently, is you get more connected and intimate with the subtle messages of your physical being, which is a reflection of your emotional and mental and all that, of course, every time you come to the mat and when you're not on the mat. and you become friends with it. Feel my shoulders opening up. So good. And then bring the feet together and go ahead, sneak in a little hug. It's okay. We all love this. It feels so good. Our body's thanking us. Then we're going to do a passive leg cradle. So again, don't let your hips turn upward. Bring the right. So I'm a little tighter today, so I'm going to push the bolster away a little bit. So if you're a little tight, you might need a little more. Okay, and you're going to feel it right in the belly of the glute, right here. That's the piriformis. Flex your right foot gently. Again, don't let your hips turn up. Dog tilt. That brings the shoulders down. Oh yeah, feeling it. So I've been here about a minute. You can do whatever. You can certainly go back and do this again. Okay? And just another, let's do the other side, left over right. And this might be a little tighter. Yes, today it's a little tighter, so I'm going to give myself a little more room. Okay? So you're going to feel the stretch, but you don't want to push into it. We don't need to create a story around everything. Oh, I'm tight because of this, that, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Now you're counterbalancing all those other things, whatever it may be. And remember, if you're lying down is not comfortable, this is great to do at a chair or a wall, against a wall. Okay, it's wonderful using the wall or a chair. You'd be sitting at the wall, you'd be lying down with your foot against the wall. Okay, let's undo. So we're going to do butterfly. I'm going to bring this a little closer. Oops. So butterfly, you connect the soles of your feet. So remember, there's the 3 points of your foot that you want touching the other 3 points, your left to right. The heel on the center, and the metatarsals of the big toe and the baby toe, those pads of the big toe and the baby toe. So those 3 pads touch. So if you're particularly tight or open, you might feel your feet flop apart or whatever, but you need to create that connection, that 3-point connection, no matter what. So if you do, and your knees are still up here, voila, echo. A blanket or blocks or a pillow or a towel. But you want those 3 points to stay together, and then your legs to relax, get the hips and the inside edges to open up for you. So why do those 3 points have to connect? If you've been with me for a long time, you should know the answer. It's called loving your knees. Okay? It creates the correct alignment and integrity for your knees, which is so important. And that in turn creates the proper alignment for the hips. Okay? All right, that's been at least a minute. Yes? Okay. But this is something you can do for a very long time. So even this sequence, if you're feeling tight in the hips, this is like 10 minutes. Okay? But you can stretch it. Now I'm going to move the bolster, or whatever your support is, out of the way for now. Oh, Okay, and we're going to do this again. This time, both feet are flexed. The left leg is actively stretching forward. The right knee actively coming toward you, but not being forced. Just let it sink. Relax those shoulders down. Then you can bring the knee just a few inches to the right. Okay, I don't want to roll it to the right, just a few inches. You'll feel a slightly different sensation in the hip. So we've done this similar in other ways. Okay, well, we did leg cradle and butterfly and so forth. Now we're going to bring the knee back. We're going to a reclining tree. Okay, so the foot, you want those 3 points of the foot touching, connecting with the inner edge of your left leg. So now you might feel, if you're still tight in the hips, that you're being rolling onto your right side. Wait a few breaths, and then you might need a little support. Okay, but always wait a few breaths before you assume you need the support, okay? Remember, your body doesn't move as fast as your brain most of the time. So just picture yourself in tree pose. You're standing, you're balanced, your hips are nice and level. Okay? Just picture that, because you're creating a memory for when you take that pose onto standing. Okay, we're going to change sides. And just one more time, bring the left knee in now. Stretch the right leg strong, like you're standing on it. So you're a minute, 5 breaths or more, and then just let that knee go a few inches more to the left. Don't roll to that side, just a little. Then we're going to transition into tree, reclining tree on this side. So connect your 3 points of your left foot somewhere on the inner side edge of your right leg. And again, visualize yourself standing in tree, this beautiful, elegant tree, perfectly balanced, level hips, shoulders aligned over the hips. Okay, and again, after a few breaths, then if you still need support under the left leg, slide something underneath. And again, this is maybe altogether, this is only like 20 minutes. So you can just kind of lie down and just start doing whatever, even if you only have 20 minutes or half an hour. Okay, and I'm going to bring this leg up and bend the right knee. And I'm going to find my strap. I'm going to do a little more. So bring your knees in, but keep your shoulders down. Stay in a dog tilt. Okay, we have to slide the strap around the metatarsals, the pads of the feet, not the arches or the instep. Breathe. Elbows down, shoulders down. Dog tilt. Watch. Cat, dog. See how that brings my shoulders down and lifts my rib cage? And then you're going to inhale, start lifting the heels up. Oh, got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, wait. Keep your knees bent. You're getting a little push back. Wait. Breathing right into my hamstrings. Flexing the feet, by the way, helps to release the back of the knee and open up the hamstrings. So flex those feet, stretch your toes apart. They can't hold on to the strap. Don't have them gripping. Breathe. Bring your knees in if you have to. And wait. So the hold on the strap is very light. Okay. You're guiding the legs. You're not trying to force anything. So we do one cycle with the strap. Slide your left foot from underneath your strap, and as you exhale, lower the left leg. Keep the right leg engaged. This is terrific for many reasons. Of course, the hamstrings, the calves, even the feet, the Achilles tendon, and so forth. But this will help you with your standing poses. And depending on what you do, if you're a walker or playing tennis or bicycling or a jogger, I hope you're not jogging, but anyway, whatever you do, this will help to balance out, okay, whatever those little hamstrings are doing, those calves. They work hard for us. Okay, both ends of the strap in your left hand, right arm to the right. Press your right shoulder into the mat and gently bring that leg up and over as you exhale. You don't want to roll onto your left side, so keep turning toward the right arm. So your leg will be suspended. Oh, I'm feeling this. And I know why. It's okay. This is good. Breathe deep. Focus on your exhales. Definitely a minute or more here when you do this. I encourage you to do it on your own. This whole sequence is less than 25 minutes. So you can alternate. You could do a hip sequence, say Tuesday, Thursday, or class with me, and then you could do shoulders on your own, maybe another day. Just throwing in another half hour or so every day. Wow, I'm really getting a nice deep stretch. Feels good. It shouldn't hurt. Just when you're getting that deep stretch, the response, it should feel good, not pain though. So I'm ready. I'm going to come up on inhale. Separate and wait. And when you're ready, let the inhale lift the left leg and take a breath or two. And then we'll do the other side. So we go through the sequence every time. As you exhale, lift through the left, lower the right, bend if you need to. If you're tight, bend the knees. Okay. So we go through all the steps every time. And as we exhale over, lift it over. Keep that left shoulder firmly connected. Why? That keeps you from overturning and from hyperextending, over stretching the shoulder. Turn toward your left shoulder with the torso. Be careful how you hold the strap. Be nice to your wrist. You see how I'm doing? I have my thumb on top, and I'm not overstressing my wrist at all. Breathe. Keep the left foot evenly flexed. Ooh, feels good. Okay, after a minute or so, maybe more, come up, wait. Wonderful. And up on an in-breath. How are you doing? And let's remove the strap for now. And when you're ready, we're going to come to seated. Remember, turn gently onto your side. We're going to use a strap, a block in a few minutes. First, let's see how we're doing with those nice open hips. Okay. I think you can still see me, yes. Okay. I'll change the angle when we come to standing. Let's get whatever you need underneath you. Okay. So we really focus on the hips, so you should really feel at least a little more open than maybe you do as a rule. I feel just so, I've done something good for myself. And we have, haven't we? Okay. That was less than half an hour. I know you all have half an hour. Okay. So this is called easy pose, Sukhasana, but I know it's not always easy. So get whatever you need to support your legs, pelvis, hips, everything. Make sure your knees are lower than your waist. Okay, that's always. And just notice if you favor one side or the other, or you tip forward or back, and find that center. It becomes very, very subtle little adjustments. From the bottom, up. Let your head sit on top of your shoulders. Don't let it drop forward. Remember, every inch out of alignment, 10 pounds of pressure. Not good. So lift from the heart, lift from the navel, soften the shoulders, hands sit lightly, Yana Mudra, soft inner gaze. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra prayer position. So we send the gaze to heart center, sending love, light, and healing to self, our loved ones, family and friends, everyone, everywhere. Ready? Okay. So let's move. Let's come onto all fours. Remember, if you're on a hard floor or surface, feel free to put a blanket under your knees. Actually, I'm going to have one nearby because we're going to do a little low lunge later, and you might need extra padding for your knee. For now, Ooh, let's do our hip and rib rolls. Ooh, I got a little pop. Oh, feels good. Remember the little bird, hands, elephant, and just kind of see how those hips feel now. So you can do little soft cobras, turning side to side. Mm. Mm-hmm. And you can certainly bring in those little baby lunges, get a little more action in the hamstrings, calves. You can do it with an outstretch of the opposite arm. We did that on Tuesday. Change sides. Okay, and then we're going to go into a little cat dog action. Just find your way. Let it be very organic. Organic means it just kind of naturally unfolds. Notice where you're feeling. And remember, you don't compress the low back or the neck. The idea is to breathe into the spaciousness. Okay. So do a few more of those while I do a little hair adjustment there. And we're going to go into down dog, and we're going to do cat curls in down dog and some other things. Okay, so just always do what you can do. If you need to come down onto your knees to do it, do that. Okay, always feel free to modify. The important thing is that you're doing something. So as we exhale, up we go. We're just going to do, ooh, wow, okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to just get a little more calf action. A little tight. Mm-hmm. Even with all that stretching, you still might feel it. Yes. So bicycle the legs a little. And so we're going to do cat curls. Now, if it's too much to do this in down dog, you come onto your knees and do it. Okay, so up comes the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee toward your nose. Keep the hips high. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Keep the arms straight and strong. And another. Inhale. How you doing? And exhale. And then inhale. Wait. Breathe. 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 And then inhale. Exhale. And come down. And cobra. Back to down dog. Or onto all fours, okay? Up comes the right leg, up and up and up, hold, and exhale, curl. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Strong arms. Inhale, hold, breathe, lift, ekapada, one leg, up, up, up. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Back to down dog. Use your out breaths. We're going to step forward on the right. And we're coming into a low lunge. So bring your shin down. You're on the top of the back foot. See how my knee is further back? And we're going to do something we haven't done in a really long time, but be very mindful of this. I'm going to lift the toes on my right foot. I'm going to curl. You can either curl the toes on the back foot or leave it down, but you're going to start to walk the hands back and then stretch through the heel of the right. See what I'm doing? You can have this foot like this or down. And then we'll do this 3 times. Lift the toes and start to sit back toward your heel. You're going to feel this very strong on the hamstrings. I'm on bird hands. And again, exhale. And hold for a few breaths. Once you're there, breathe. Flex that foot. And okay. Now, high lunge. Your block. Any height. You don't need a block. It's fine too. I'm putting it on the narrow edge. And we're going to do a twist. So we're going to open up to the side, to the right. Knee over behind the heel. Inhale, wait. Exhale. Turn from your center. I'm watching you, Janice. Turn from your center, not from your shoulder. Turn from your heart, your navel, your rib cage. Okay? So your left side is coming toward the right. Breathe. Lift. Lift the toes on the right foot and start to straighten the leg here. Oh, breathe. Breathe. Good. Down. Down dog. I'll meet you there. Plank. Lower the knees. Left foot comes up. Low lunge. Put something under your knee if you need it, okay? It should be above the kneecap, not on it. I'm on bird hands, but you can use blocks, okay? Or knuckles or fists. This is all sort of an anatomical thing. Some of us have long arms, short arms, long waist, whatever. Do what you have to do. Now, I'm going to keep my foot down, but you can curl the toes under in the back. Curl the toes under on the left, lift the toes rather, on the left foot. And then start to exhale, walk the hands back. And you're sort of bowing that left leg. You're going to feel very strong in the hamstrings. Breathe. Breathe. And then inhale, slowly come up. Wait, lift the toes. Start to exhale back. Breathe. Good. When you inhale, come forward. So don't do this, go slow. One more. Lift the toes, flex, that's very important. And then we stretch back, start to lean, bow. And forward. High lunge, up we go. Again, you can use blocks, bird hands, knuckles, fists, or elephant hands if you can. So now we're going to do, I'm going to turn away from you, but we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to block under my right hand. I'm going to use it flat No? I want this. Okay. Oh, start the twist. Wait. Use your exhale to gently, slowly start to turn. Don't over rotate. Lift the toes on the left foot and start to straighten the leg. Breathe. Lower the toes, bend the knee. Remove the block. We're going to step forward. We take a double step, and up I go. And back. Here we go to standing. Okay. Whew. How you doing? Okay, let me fix the screen. Did a couple of things we haven't done in a really long time. Yeah. So that one stretch can be very intense, okay? So you really need to be mindful. Okay, let me see. I think this should work. I want you to do half sun salutes, okay? While I get the this done, you do half sun salutes. I'm going to join you. Okay, I'll let you start on your own. But I want you to add something. So I think that should work. Let me see. Okay, I think you can see me. I'm like this big on the screen. So what I want you to do, before each half sun salute, I want you to do a side sway to each side. So it'll go like this. You'll inhale, and you go left, exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and fold. And then finish, half, fold, up, into the beginning. Okay, and you'll come up and you do the side sways first. Okay, so do that. I'm going to try and, okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, how are you doing? Okay, so you've done quite a few of those, I would guess. Okay, you can't do too many. And since I'm talking, I can drink water, but you're not allowed. Not till the end. Okay, so now finish the round you're doing, and then go into a full sun salute. Okay? But we're also going to do the side sways. Let's do the first round together. So inhaling, over, up, and over, and up, and swan dive. If you're still a little tight, bend the knees, and open, and fold. Step back on the right, your down dog. We're going to do a plank and down dog. And plank. I invite you to hold, plank. Lift the front body up toward the sky. Try a minute. I know you can all do that. And then back to down dog, and we're going to hold down dog. Feel more space around the elbows, the shoulders, between the low ribs and the waist. Get those sit bones high. Stretch your calves back toward the back of the mat. Feels so good. Spread those arms apart, those fingers apart, and then a plank. Exhale. Bring your heart and cobra. Stretch way back. Cat tilt. You're on your forearms or hands. No compression. Lift that heart. Breathe. Strong, strong legs. Feel your glutes engage. Yeah. And then back. Use your exhales. Step up. Let's do crescent, okay? So I'm going to kind of modify my stance. Wait. Follow your inner cues through the sequence. Strong back leg. Check, make sure you're breathing, and then shoulders down, rib cage up. If you feel like your hands are starting to reach toward one another, it's up to you. Try to keep the elbows straight. And there's a mudra where you intertwine the pinky, the ring, and the middle finger. The index meet and the thumbs meet. And then we're going to come into forward bend. Let's finish in chair pose. So get into your legs, and up, arms sweep up, gaze lifts up. You should be able to see your toes, the tops of your feet, sit in a really low chair. Really good. So you want to really feel your quads, not your knees, ever. And then after your 5 or so breaths, okay, let's do the other side together. So nice, full inhale, swan dive over, and stepping back, lift and step back. Do everything with consciousness and intention. And inhale. You can hold if you like on both sides. And back to down dog. So remember to push off. You keep the hips high and step. Wiggle it up there. Hips are pretty open now, so we'll do crescent together. Lift. Don't push, don't drop into, lift up. Stretch the arms out. Look straight ahead. Focus on a point, a drishti, a concentration point. Breathe into it. 5 breaths. Can we do that or more? If you can do 8, go for 8. Try and be consistent on each side. Meet me in a forward bend. You can do just a regular coming up or a chair. It's up to you. You can always improvise. Okay, Surya Namaskar. So I'd like you to do 2 rounds now on your own. 2. So right, left, okay? And you can add in anything if you want. It's up to you. It shouldn't take you more than like 4 minutes. But find a nice rhythm to do your 2 rounds of sun salute, and then we'll do some standing poses together, okay? So I'm going to leave you for a couple of minutes. How are we doing? So it doesn't take long, does it? It only takes maybe a minute or so, a minute and a half, unless you hold some of the poses on your own, which you're invited to do that. So create your own little rhythm for sun salute, but also try and do a round of each without, just in that continuous flow and vinyasa. That's what it's called, breathing and moving, vinyasa. So now let's do some standing poses, shall we? So let's just begin here. So I'm going to hold each pose for about 5 breaths, okay? And I'd like you to do your minute or 5 breaths. So we start, take that leg length stance. I'm going to start with triangle on the right, okay? So pivot, quarter turn. Use the breath for every movement and extending, let your gaze follow your hand. Take your time. We've done a lot of twists today, so this turning into, that's why we do so many twists and so forth, and opening up the hamstrings and the calves, so it transforms our standing poses. Over time, it transforms them. So that's why it's so holistic and integrated. And hold for your 5. Notice where you're feeling it. So I'm still feeling a little bit in the hamstrings. That's okay. If you're feeling a lot, lift your toes. After your 5 or so breaths in your minute, we're going to come up. We're going to pivot to the left. So turn on your heels one at a time. That keeps the legs in proper alignment. Extend, follow your gaze till you touch. Trust that your body will take you to the right place today. It might be a little deeper, might not, but it's always the right place. Middle finger aligns on your shin with your second toe. So your alignment will hold you. Gently twist, turn to the right. Don't overturn, Janice. Your arm, if you lower, should be right on your side seam. Okay, and your shoulder should not be pulled overextended, overflexed. Your 5 breaths here, or 8. You can go to 8. And we're going to go into warrior 2 on the right. So come up, pivot, open up your stance a little, get your hips in neutral. And remember, when you bend the knee, you lift the rib cage. We don't dip, we don't sink. We lift upward and let the arms float apart. Knee over the heel or just behind it. So your 5 or 8 breaths or your minute, whatever you've chosen for your rhythm, just be consistent. And from here, we'll go right into side angle since we're here, and extend over. And then again, we rotate, we turn, we twist. And then that arm, slide the arm forward and let it slide alongside your ear. Side angle pose. Feel that flank open up for you. Breathe into the left lung, the ribs, the intercostals. 5 or more breaths, whatever's consistent. And you'll come up on inhale. Okay, go through the sequence. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Such a strong pose. Now remember, you don't want to stress the shoulders. You want to feel the energy lifting you up and stretching your arms apart. And after your time frame, side angle. Lift up off of the left shoulder. You can look to the side. You might start looking under your arm toward the ceiling. And then when you come up, keep the knee bent. Use the quads, use the hip flexors. And we're going to do something else. We're going to turn wide legs. Okay, so the toes turn in. I don't know if you can see my feet. I can't see my feet. But my toes are turned in, my heels out. I'm in as wide a stance as I'm comfortable with. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to inhale and go halfway over. And you bring my right hand to the floor or the mat. So you might need a block. I'm sorry, you need a block. And put your left hand on the small of your back. And then inhale, do nothing, and then start to turn gently to the left. You can also do this with a chair or a counter. You don't move to the left. You twist, but stay aligned over your right arm. About 5 breaths. Just look to the side. And when you're done, you'll inhale, come back. Bring your left hand down. Put your right hand on the small of your back or sacrum. And as you exhale, you'll turn to the right. Notice how I'm not moving to the right, but I'm twisting, keeping my alignment. Again, you can use a chair or a counter, a block. So now, when you're complete, bring your hands up and inhale up. Come back to mountain pose. Okay, so I'd like you to do tree pose on your own. Specifically tree, because we did all the preparation for it in the beginning. Okay, so, but remember, if you need something to help your balance or to have a little touch point or a little safety point, use a wall, a chair, a counter, something like that. You can even, of course, go out of the room and do it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you several minutes to do tree pose. And I'd like you to go through the entire sequence. And those of you, if you recall, okay, at the end you do the leg lifts, okay? Try holding each part of the sequence at least 5 breaths. Some of you can do 8. I know you can. Okay, so you do both sides, and I'll be back in several minutes. Take your time. How's everybody doing? Did you finish? If you're not, please complete. If you are, when you do finish, instead of jumping into something else, you're running to check the phone or whatever, just be in mountain pose. Breathe into the soles of your feet. Notice if you tend to kind of be on the balls of your feet, moving forward. You're already somewhere else. Get back into the heels. That brings you into alignment. And you'll feel it actually across the groin, kind of like, gives you a little lift. And just keep reconnecting with your alignment, your posture, your breath. Okay, so we're going to come down to the mat. And I'm going to give you 2 options. That was Simon. We don't like that sound. 2 options. Okay, one, if you have knee stuff, would be maybe too intense. So don't do what I'm going to do, but go ahead and do back into down dog, and then lower on the knees, and then come onto your back. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. Actually, just come to seated. Okay, just come to seated. So I'm going to do it going through a squat, but you have to do it properly. This is one of the few times that your feet are turned out. Your feet are a little wide. I'm using a blanket under my heels, okay? Because I'm a little tight. If you're really tight, use a big blanket. So my knees still track over my second toe. This is so important because that's proper alignment. So I'm going to do a dog tilt. See myself stick my bottom out. Bring my hands to prayer. I'm going to start to sit. So my knees are tracking over my second toe. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to come into a squat. Now, if you have knee issues, this isn't going to work for you. If you have hip issues, this may not work for you. But if you can, your arms, see how my arms go into my inner knee, and I'm going to press them against one another. And then my tailbone is looking down toward the blanket, but I'm looking up. This is a deep stretch in the quads. It's really, really, this is how a lot of the world sits and eats and functions. Okay, we've just gotten used to chairs and so forth. Okay, breathe. Okay, and then how do we go? So you bring the hands back and then slide the legs forward. Okay, so if that didn't work, just meet us here in staff pose. Come back. Okay, with your legs outstretched. Touching is whatever you can touch. Once again, give yourself enough support so your pelvis is in neutral. And use your arms, please. No slouching, no slumping. Use your arms, shoulders down, heart up. We're going to do a twist here, another little twist, okay? So if you're sitting in a chair, you can do the same twist, with or without arms on the chair, okay? Use your in-breath to extend, lift, and use the exhale to just start to rotate. Wait, exhale. Wait, exhale. And then when you get to your full twist for now, for today, don't overwind, don't do too much. 5 breaths at least. Don't let your shoulders round. Keep it back, even if it brings you back. After the 5, you inhale, wait, and then let's start whenever you're ready. Begin to the other side. Go in little segments, little baby steps. 1 breath at a time. Not pulling. Stay open across the collarbone. And you get to your full pose for today. 5 breaths, or maybe 8. When you're ready, now lie back, okay? Bend your knees. You might want to have your Shavasana goodies ready. Oh, have your block. Sorry. Have your block. Oh. So we're bringing our energy down again into that moon, that soft, inward facing, inward, introspective, the female energy, as opposed to the male, the sun. Standing pose is the active, the outward. Okay? And I want you to put the block between your knees, your thighs. Feel your knees over your heels. your arms stretch apart. And we're going to do bridge. So your arms can be apart or they can be by your side. Actually, put them by your side and turn onto the pinky finger side. So your palms face in, thumbs on top. Okay, and then feel like your shoulders are moving down. Your biceps turn out, but your forearms turn in. And we just start to bring the hips up off the mat. Cat tilt. Lift your tailbone, tip it up toward your heels, or up toward your knees rather, and then feel like you are trying to touch your heels with your middle finger. Now again, this is an anatomical thing. I'm not going to turn my head because it isn't safe to turn my head once I'm going into bridge. But I can touch because my anatomy allows that. You may not, you may, but just have the intention to reach. Feel how your shoulders kind of roll, your arms should roll underneath your shoulders. Lift your sternum, keep your face, neck, and throat soft. Hold the block, breathe. Don't push into the knees, lift up, feel it across the quads. And again, we're still going into those hip flexors. That's psoas. Try for 5 to 8 breaths. And remember, lengthen, nice and slow to release. Okay, we're going to do one more. So dig into your heels, cat tilt, look up. Don't drop your chin. It shouldn't touch your sternum. Breathe. Soft gaze, soft face, neck and throat. And then feel like you're trying to touch your heels. Now, some of you might feel your hands touch, and you can interlace, but don't force it. Just do what you can. Breathe. Hold that block. That keeps the knees in integrity and alignment. And this actually strengthens the support. When you're done, slowly lower. Good work. Okay, you sure deserve this. So I want you to do your favorite twist, but I want to encourage you before you do your twist, actually let's do this together. Slide your feet apart, and the center of your heel and your second toe should feel like they're on the edge of your mat, right on the right, left on the left. And we're just going to do that very gentle swaying, rocking movement. So you kind of roll from edge to edge of your feet. The hips does lift on the side that you're turning from. And if it's comfortable, you let your head, your skull also move. This is, if anything, if we create any tension or overdid it, this is a wonderful way to sort of self-massage it out. It's like a little massage, isn't it? So do a little bit more of that on your own. Just let the breath kind of take you from side to center to side. And then you'll do your favorite twist. Okay? So you can do whichever twist works for you. The one leg stretched forward and twisting, or both knees, either version. Don't always do exactly the same one, so maybe your second favorite. Okay, it's good to mix it up. So do each side I would say 8 breaths. Okay, if you need more, take the time, and then shavasana. Yes, and then I'll be back with some poetry. Okay, so your favorite twist and a nice shavasana. Make sure you're warm and comfortable in shavasana. Okay, so if you have a blanket, maybe cover yourself. If you have an eye pillow, that's really, really wonderful. Okay, and I'll be back. Twist and shavasana. So I know it's very subtle, and you probably don't hear it. A chime, even like if you have wind chimes or any kind of chime or bell, when you ring it, it has this resonance. Slowly, just way. It's very, very that melody or melodic feeling of harmony. It's very centering. I love church bells. I guess maybe for that reason is something that really gets to our heart center. So if you are inclined to start to transition back, you can start stretching a little here and there. I'll take some deep breaths with you. And if you like, you can turn onto your side or just listen where you are. And this is Hafez, and a reminder, sometime by tomorrow or Saturday, I'll publish here the 2 poems that I read this week. And from the past weeks, they are right here, published on this Facebook page. This is called Laughter. What is laughter? What is laughter? It is God waking up. Oh, it is God waking up. It is the sun poking its sweet head out from behind a cloud you have been carrying too long, veiling your eyes and heart. It is light breaking ground for a great structure that is your real body, called truth. It is happiness applauding itself and then taking flight to embrace everyone and everything in this world. Laughter is the pole star held in the sky by our beloved, who eternally says, "Yes, dear ones, come this way toward me and love." Come with your tender mouths moving and your beautiful tongues conducting songs, and with your movements, your magic movements of hands and feet and glands and cells, dancing. Know that to God's eye, all movement is a wondrous language, and music, such exquisite, wild music. Oh, what is laughter, Hafez? What is this precious love and laughter budding in our hearts? It is the glorious sound of a soul waking up. So join me or listen. Come together for the invocation to seal our time together. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste, blessings, Om Shanti. So let's see what the angels have to say today. Okay, so I'll draw the card out. And the heart card. Okay. Oh, trust. Take time to feed the love, to feel the love that surrounds you. So, trust. Take time to feel the love that surrounds you and find something to laugh about or laugh with or to smile about. Okay? And I'll see you next week. Thank you.